Hello and welcome back to Math with Miss V. We're still in geometry, but now we're going to look at surface area. So in the previous video, we looked at how to find the volume of composite figures. In this video, we will look at how to find surface area of 3D shapes. We're still in standard 7G6. It was quite the long standard. We are still looking at three-dimensional shapes, but we are now looking at their surface area. So what is surface area? Surface area is the combined area of all of the outside facing surfaces of a 3D shape. That outside facing surfaces will have more importance in the composite surface area video. So because this is area, we're going to look at two formulas. Area of a parallelogram, which we remember used for rectangles, squares, and parallelograms, and area of a triangle. Remember, the base and height of the triangle is related to where the right angle is established. Now let's find the surface area. So this is a cube, which means it's made up of 6 squares. So we can sketch out our 6 squares. We have a front-facing square and a back-facing square. We have a top-facing square and a bottom-facing square. We have a right-facing square and we have a left-facing square. Sorry that my squares aren't so great. And we can determine the area of each. So because they're squares, everything is 2 times 2, which gives us an area of 4 inches. And the final step of surface area is to combine. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, or because we know multiplication, 4 times 6, which gives us a surface area of 21 inches squared. Even though this is a three-dimensional shape, we're dealing with the flat surfaces and not the volume on the inside. So it is a type of surface area. Let's look at our next example with a rectangular prism. So this is made up of 3 different shaped rectangles. We have our front-facing rectangle, which is 1 foot by 1.5. We have its corresponding rectangle, which is the back-facing rectangle, so 1 times 1.5. We have the top and bottom rectangles, which we can see are 1.5 times 0.5 feet. And we have the left and right facing rectangles, which is 1 foot by 0.5 feet. And again, I'm sorry for my rectangles looking a little blobby, but you get the general idea. So now we multiply. So we have 1.5, another 1.5. 1.5 times 0.5 should give us 0.75, and it does. 1 times 0.5 gives us another 0.5 and another 0.5. I got a little happy with my equal sign in there. Let's just erase that line right out. There we go. Okay, so let's move to the adding. To help me keep organized, I'm going to add zeros to the end. So 5 plus 5 is 10. I'm going to put down our 0, carry our 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 27. 7 plus 7 is 14, so 34, 35. And down your 5, carry your 3. I'm going to go ahead and bring down my decimal point. 3, 4, 5. So the surface area of my donation box is 5.5 feet squared, because again, I'm dealing with a type of area. And let's look at one last example. This is the surface area of this triangular prism. We got some decimals. So I'm going to start with the triangle. Okay, I can see the base and the height at the right angle. So the area is 2 times 3 times a half since it's a triangle. I have 2 of those, so I'm going to do that twice. Now I'm going to look at my rectangles, and you can see I'm starting to do a bit of shorthand as I get more familiar. So I have this front-facing rectangle right here. That is 2 by 1. Let's just erase that because that got a little crazy on us. But you can still see it's 2 by 1. I'm going to list that 2 times 1. I have this side-facing rectangle, the one that kind of faces to the right, and that's 2.7 times 1. And finally, the back-facing rectangle that we can't see is 2.5 times 1. Now we're ready to multiply. 2 times 3 is 6. Half of 6 is 3. I have that twice. 2 times 1 is 2. 2.7 times 1 is 2.7. 2.5 times 1 is 2.5. Rather easy multiplication here. I'm going to add decimal points in 0, so it's easier to keep everything lined up. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry my 1. 3 plus 3 is 6. 2 plus 2 is also 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. Bring down my decimal point. So the surface area is 13.2 meters squared. And that's how you find surface area of 3D shapes. Look forward to seeing you in the future.